Welcome, welcome all. So, what are we here for? What is the meaning of life? And the meaning of life is to really understand who we are. To be yourself, simply to be yourself. And how can we be truly ourselves? Is by finding what we are here for, conscious love. To realize who we truly are eternally without any change. It is always here. It is awareness, consciousness. Not only that, but consciousness open to its own ego and to the world. So that's conscious love. So we start in life with a certain body-mind program. No one is responsible for his body-mind program.
Body-mind what?
Program. Huh? So never feel bad about whatever is happening in your life. It's not your fault. That's already a big relief. And depending on this body-mind program, we start moving in life and in the world more or less easily. And for some of us, the road is easy and everything is flowing. For some of us, it's not so easy, and we wonder why. So in both cases, at one point, either because everything is so flowing, and you're ready to listen to something deeper, the deeper self will knock at your door, wake up completely. Or because your road had lots of storms and you wonder why, and there is so much suffering, and at one point you say, why? God damn it, why? That's all his fault, why do I have to suffer? So in that case also, I will look for something deeper. And I will start actually move a little bit away from the world, turn my back from the world, I alone exist. That feels wonderful. There is only emptiness here. I feel so great because finally I am at peace. And I start feeling maybe bliss. After so many years of meditation, I start feeling bliss. It's so enjoyable. I even get lots of energy in my body because I detach from the world. So my eyes start shining. People feel my energy. I'm there. I made it. So I still judge though a little bit the world. These people were still caught in the illusion. So I attached to what I found. I just want to hold on to peace and silence. And I don't understand that here is an absolutely divine place or absolutely divine cage. Because that cage appears and it felt so divine that I forget that the emptiness I found, emptiness here, is actually everywhere. So whether I realize that by myself, if I'm lucky, or suddenly a Shakti energy will come into that space to make me realize that yes, the world is an illusion. It's only the coat of God. It's only a coat, the coat. It comes, it goes. Only this emptiness is real. But if I deny nature and the world, I also deny a part of myself. My own coat. My beautiful creation. So, if I don't realize that by myself, life will make me realize it at one point. And I'll have to start moving a little bit. And as I move away from my bliss and peace, I start meeting this world. Oh, back to the world. And people with their problems. Oh, and I have to meet that and to hold that and to feel that. Oh, why? Why? So there is the strongest self-defense mechanism of the mind. That people don't know and make them run away, escape, when they are ready now to really integrate both sides. So as you move away from that emptiness, that silence, and start meeting the world again, be in the world, and opening to that, you open to inner disturbance. You start feeling emotions which are not so nice anymore. There may be anger, annoyance, feeling of selfishness. I prefer to come back to my inner bubble. I don't have to take care of all of that. It's an illusion. So that's where the mind can make you escape and keep escaping and keep escaping. What ego to integrate? It's not real. It's not real, c'est pas vrai. What world to face? It's only an illusion. How these stupid people who are still caught by that and are attached to facing their ego. That's a wrong path. So see within yourself how the mind, the battle of the mind and your openness and real consciousness, the heart. At that point of turning, the mind will be very, very powerful. And if at that time you hear Advaita concepts which can be misunderstood, your mind will feel so strong to avoid completely opening to what is here and now. As it is experienced within with clarity. And if you feel heavy, feel this heaviness. It's not you, but embrace it. Don't be afraid of it. That's a way to really be not only awareness, that empty space, but also to integrate ego, which is integrating the world. Because truly, the space that you have found behind, if you really understood who you are, is there a wall here between that space and that space? Where are you? Not only who are you, but where are you? I found the same emptiness here. I found the same emptiness within everybody. And as part of the world. The space of consciousness, truly empty, is also one with the world. Is not afraid to catch thoughts. Is not afraid to feel emotions, even negative and heavy emotions. Why? Because I really know who I am. And I don't define myself as something special. Because if I start defining myself as something special, even as silence, even as love, even as peace, I will lose this nothingness, consciousness as nothingness, that can really include absolutely everything. So you are just pure watching, open to everything, with no confusion. And if that nothingness, that essence, when you take off, is experienced as emptiness and openness and bliss, fully enjoy it, but don't be caught by it. It's not self-realization, it's halfway. You have realized peace, but not love if you cannot land. So from that place of peace, don't forget who you are, and start landing into this heavy reality.
I don't want to.
I know. The resistance to the landing is super strong. But we have to open our eyes. And if you open your eyes, the landing is actually soft.
not too bad, yeah. But
It's not too bad, but hey, I prefer to turn my back. I look divine there, and my spiritual ego is very satisfied.
it's not really about that. That's more like a safe heaven.
But look, is that it's not a safe heaven, because all of that I don't want to watch. And all of that is still in my back. That's what we call unconsciousness, when we have put that separation between consciousness as we define it and the world.
I see what you mean.
So even if we think we made it, because actually we withdrew from the world, we created a perfect bubble, nearly unbreakable. Luckily, some women are coming to shake that. Nearly unbreakable. Let's give women a little bit of a... because that's the feminine, not the women, but the feminine energy that has seen also the world and integrated the world, because it is the openness within us. It knows and feels there is a little bit of a lie there. And when ego, on the vertical spiritual path, masculine path, where the world is an illusion, and I alone exist, when one doesn't want to watch its own ego, her or his own ego, they accuse others. At the spiritual level, it's a big battle.
Yeah.
It is a huge battle. And the feminine in this battle is seen as evil, because she comes from that movement, she comes from that openness. She's a troublemaker. She is the energy that will bring you to shift to that pot and to feel that disturbance. And if you're not ready, because you stick to that place, it creates a little bit of disorder. It creates a little bit of chaos. And no, it's not my fault. It is the fault of the world, of the feminine energy, of the Shakti. Believe me. So it's the eternal, not the eternal, but it's been the very unconscious fight of life. The integration of these two aspects of consciousness as pure consciousness, emptiness, and as existence. Because truly the essence, truly, when you have real self-understanding, self-knowledge, the essence is one with emptiness and one with the world. A river, when it comes out of the source from the mountain, doesn't change, it's water. But it crosses very different landscapes. And as it goes down the mountain from the high realm, and there are not many trees around, just know, the water appears very white because of the reflection of the surrounding. But does the water change? And as it goes down and crosses the forest, and there are many trees on the side of the river, the water appears of a dark green color, maybe even dark, maybe even evil. Because it opens to all these dark trees. But does truly the water change?
Yes, because it takes in like bits here and there, so it does change.
It is still
It's
water.
wider.
Yeah, it can become wider because it integrates more of the surrounding,
Yeah.
but the quality of the water doesn't change.
Yes, it does.
It does.
I mean, the Ganga in Gangotri is very different from the Ganga in Varanasi.
Yeah, it changes. There are elements in it, but the water, the quality of water,
Very bad in Varanasi.
yes, very bad. But don't forget who you are.
H2O is H2O.
Thank you, because I'm not so good in science. H2O, thank you. H2O.
It's water.
So the water is forever one with what it runs through. Understand that. The space is forever one with what it flows around and permeates. Space is space, cannot change. Water is water, cannot change. But it mixes with everything. The space here, even if it holds everything, it mixes with everything, remains space. Who you are is forever. Your consciousness is forever if you know who you are. Consciousness cannot be tainted by the mud flowing through it.
No, I agree on that one.
Cannot be tainted by the mud on the floor. Who you are is who you are, so don't lose who you are. The river, whatever it goes through, remains water when you know who you are. Although you'll be mixed with more mud or less mud. Although water will be, but doesn't matter if you're clear. I am the open space, that open space holding everything. Do you agree? Do you agree?
Can be, yeah, but that takes some level of, to always be able to hold everything.
So, this is complete, perfect self-realization. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. That's where in spirituality we get caught. It's good to know the full picture, but don't be trapped also by the full picture, because the only moment is here and now. What does it mean to hold here and now? Is to know I am that perfect openness, nothing, just a watching of what is here and now. If there is no tension in my body, I trust myself. If there is tension, it's ego, I breathe, I know, I contact it. I don't ignore it, I contact it, I feel it. Okay. And that okay is relaxing with who you are, and actually you can listen to your heart. In that okayness, I'm not confused. I say yes to ego. I don't try to change it, but I remember who I am, and therefore I say yes to my ego. In that yes, you're connected to your heart. It's not that you can hold everything, but here and now, you're that. Here and now, if you know who you are, you're always that. So we can have the broad picture, but let's not also take that seriously. It's just a description of reality. If you open more and more to the mud inside you, if you open more and more to any type of landscape, even a dry desert. Sometimes the river crosses a dry desert. I thought I was love and I'm losing it, I'm losing it, I'm losing it, I'm losing it. Okay, okay. Hold on to who you are, here and now. Even the feeling of being less loving, even the feeling of being less something, hold on to that. It will pass as anything else. But the river is a river, water is water. I am. And if one day I've opened to all aspects of ego, and it's fine, all the better, but it doesn't matter for presence. It doesn't matter, because I am already. I cannot die, I cannot disappear, I cannot lose. I am simply, because I am simply pure watching, pure knowing, a simple catcher of reality, of here and now. So when this is fully understood, and I know some people reject concepts, but believe me, without concepts, and if I keep quiet, the spiritual ego will be there, and the cage will be even more unbreakable. So we need a little bit of concepts to completely get rid of concepts. We need a full understanding to find no longer self-doubt inside, and then you can drop fully concepts. Only that will help you to fully drop concepts. And then how to be. how to be in life. You don't need to think. This wonderful door, the body, is a wonderful place to be aware. Wonderful place to be aware. So if there is in your daily life or at that moment no tension in your body, it's open. Your mind is open, body is open. And when mind is not open, body doesn't feel open. They are completely connected. So in your daily life, if it's open, trust yourself. Trust your natural behavior. Trust what you feel. If you feel like saying yes to that, say yes to that. If you feel like saying no to that, say no to that. Just trust yourself. Beyond good and bad. Beyond what people expect from you. Beyond what is you're supposed to do according to society. Huh? Just trust yourself. And if your body is a little bit contracted, whether you know why or not, doesn't matter, you feel it. You have that, okay, my ego. It's my old memory. Ego is nothing, for sure. It's an old identification, only an old memory. So it's not real, it's an illusion, fundamentally, but that illusion, if we don't want to face it, it's in the back, and it still drives me, it still plays with me. This I cannot deny. We just need to observe life, and we see that. So I feel it in my body, I breathe, it's okay, it will pass, and I'm immediately connected to my heart. And if I cannot listen to my heart, it's okay. This also will pass. Eventually, at one point, I will be able to. Don't feel bad. It's not about effort, making efforts in life. It's just about sensing the present moment as it is. And behaving to the best we can accordingly. And if I don't manage, it's okay. I know who I am. It's all okay.
But isn't best a concept again?
So, for Advaita, best, a little effort there, oh my gosh, a little effort. Listen to your heart. Listen to your heart. Huh? When you have children, don't you try your best for them? It's a natural movement. You don't always succeed at all, sometimes. But you keep trying your best. It's a natural movement of the heart. So come back to common sense. Don't let your mind and concept rule your life and understanding of it. And feel from that place. It's normal. You don't want your children to suffer, and you don't want to suffer. So you try your best for that. It's a natural movement of the heart. When you know who you are, and when you don't ignore the world as an illusion, and you know that all is included within who you are, why would you do anything to suffer yourself and to make others suffer? You try your best. You try what you can, according to your position. Of course you don't force yourself. When I say you try your best, it's not mentally, I have to take care of all humanitarian...
That's what I meant.
Okay, this I completely agree. You never force yourself in that way. You always stick to what feels natural, your best, your own best. If your own best is just to water your garden,
but you feel it.
You
It's
feel
not
it.
like you have it in the mind. I should do.
No, there is no
Like,
should.
Just go with the flow, and you feel like doing something.
There is
you
no,
do it.
yeah. There is no should. Huh? There
Yeah.
is no should. Yeah, that's important to
I
specify.
got you wrong there.
It's your best, meaning according to your own nature. If it's natural, not natural for you to take care of all caritative association and trust, and don't do it. If it's only natural for you to water your garden, just water your garden. That's your best. Huh? And maybe your best will change, but you move according to your nature. Only.
By life, maybe.
Yeah, and life will move you if sometimes you're ready to do something else according to your nature. Life will echo something. Huh? But what is inside will echo the outside. So you move also. So how to be in life is to be aware of your body. Nothing inside blocking, I trust myself. Something inside blocking, I question myself. That little questioning, let's not forget. And from that little questioning, I keep trusting myself. So that's it. That's it. And that's being yourself. Doesn't mean you have to be perfect. holding it all. It means you're open to here now, and you do your best to be yourself in that moment, with that moment. Huh? And if you don't succeed, it doesn't matter at all. At all.
So nothing really matters.
Huh?
So nothing really matters.
Nothing really matters, and everything is very precious.
Very?
Precious. You don't mind anything, but you recognize how precious everything is. So naturally you move to that place. And this we forget with Advaita, that is wrongly understood. We forget with Advaita concepts that are wrongly understood. If the mind understands, I'm not going too fast for the translation. I took the trend there, I forgot. If the mind understands spiritual concepts and not the heart, they will be twisted.
It's two different paths, isn't it?
Yeah, you move in life from that place, sometimes, different times in your day also. Huh? You shift from here to here. It's okay. But it's very easy to understand spiritual concepts through the mind.
But wouldn't you think that in the moment that you grasp it from your mind, that also can cause the heart to open?
Exactly. That's why it's important to have clarity through concepts. That's what clarifies the picture. Through the mental awareness, we can move to the heart and
Because you
feel.
understand.
Through the mental understanding, we can shift to the body awareness, the feeling, the gut feeling, which is the openness that is inside us and knows everything. Consciousness knows inside us. It is the intelligence of life. It knows. So we can trust that. It is within us and we can move with that. And I want to come back a little bit on spiritual concepts, because they are always both true and wrong, depending on how we get them. So of course, ego and the world are illusions. I alone exist is true, as pure consciousness, that empty space is the real. But that real, if we don't get the right picture, we may forget that it is one with the world, forever one with the world. So let's not forget that. And then there is another concept that can be the greatest impediment to listen to the heart. I'm not the doer. My destiny is not in my hands. There is nothing I can do. So this is another concept that is true if you really get it. That in a way all is set in your life for you to awaken, for you to find the heart. But if you only take my destiny is not in my hands,
You get irresponsible.
and use it as an excuse to surrender to ego only. It doesn't matter, it's written, it doesn't matter, I'm not the doer, I can do whatever I want, I don't give a shit about other people, there are illusions also, so hey, who cares, who cares, who cares, I'm free, I alone exist, woohoo, free ride. But a big lie, a big lie. And the heart has not been found. So let's not use concepts like this and see that the body-mind is not the doer in a way, And everything comes from pure consciousness, even ego, because pure consciousness, being the knower of all that is, holds the seed of ego. Emptiness, consciousness, is not only empty, it is the light that we don't see, but it is a light, an energetic field. And this energetic field permeates everything and everybody, anytime. Anytime, because shapes move, but that is eternally. So pure consciousness holds time, and like a photo, you know, that can have a print, that develops, you develop the negative of the photo and can have a print of what you observed. Pure consciousness has prints of everything it went through and is going through. And this cannot go. The light is a print of all that is, eternally. So the light holds, is like an immense seed holding all information. They already all exist. And that light is who you are, and within who you are, and everything, and is outside who you are. It's one field of energy. So trust what you feel inside when you're open, when your mind is open and your body is open. Because it's a perfect intelligence of life. Perfect.